Artyom Kim, you heard your piece yesterday, Amsterdam Centraal, and we are rehearsing it now. There were some problems. What were they about?
Well, it is more or less technical problems because pieces uses quite complex technical setup. Musicians have to follow a very special reference track, which is recording of the announcement at the central station, and the text is written in their parts, and they have to feed musical material which is provided in the parts into the text. So this is quite special, way to notate music, and it is very much the very idea came because of Cage, of course.
And so, how do they imitate the speech rhythm or the sound, the melody?
Yes, some of the instruments. I analyzed the pitch, the curve of the pitch of the announcement, and then based the whole structure, the whole musical phrasing and textures on this curve, on this graph.
And how has this been inspired by John Cage?
Cage was very much interested in in happenings, in accidental sounds, and his famous phrase was that traffic is more interesting than Beethoven. And that's it. That he was very much interested in urban sounds also, and I'm quite often work with youth ensemble, and each time I stay in the Ibis Hotel next to Central Station, and all these sounds of trains and crowd somehow remind me Amsterdam in general. That's why probably I used them at the piece. But actually, to imitate traffic or to use traffic material is not the main idea of the piece, it's not the main concept of the piece. In the performance note for the musicians, it is written that the overall effect have to be as if something very intensive and very crowded and very aggressive happening going on, but very far away. And in the end of all, I was trying to create an effect as if nature is observing people, and people with their traffics, with their politics, with their problems are not very much aware good enough about the nature and about the approaching of something really terrible and really nasty. And if to compare our daily problems to this really nasty thing, then our daily problems mean nothing.
And you did not write program notes because you have something against program notes. You gave a handout, a piece of artwork. What's on there?
It's all the announcements which I used in the score. I also used them again, but this time not as musical material, but as visual material. And I feel kind of sorry about saying these concepts, because when you pronounce them, they are not interesting anymore.
They lose their magic.
Yeah. If you feel it on the tips of your fingers, and you can't say what it is, and you do this specific movement, then it is so much better, rather if you just proclaim this means that and that and that, and then it is not interesting. Then actually it is not music.
Then it's not music.
No, music is something which you cannot describe in words.
Do you change after the premiere has been done?
That's how you catched me within this process. We are about to change certain things in the piece to make it working better.
You have often composed for new ensemble. This time you did not use all the instruments. Which ones did you use, and why didn't you use all of them?
This time I used flute, guitar, piano, two percussionists, violin and cello. And the instrumentation is rather small because of the idea, because of imitations of the pitch, and because of very tiny specific effects, which you, even in this instrumentation, you kind of cannot hear all of them. But if it would be bigger, then you simply get totally messy sound, and you cannot get this very interesting and very specific details in the parts of the instruments.